Hi guys, welcome back to another episode. We are on our way into sort of the heart of Vabi now, trying to rally the princes. A festival's about to happen. We're learning more about that soon enough. So yeah, enjoy. So we've got quite a walk ahead of us now. Um, Actually, do you know what? I said we would go the other way. I think I'll just take a left. That's probably a quick way as well. Yeah, so we're going up here. Yeah, a bit of a walk. So I'll try and keep to the Elon, mention anything interesting, but for the most part, I think I'll try and speed it up a bit so that. So yeah, see you in a bit. Okay, so here's a Sunspears scout. He says, I was in Vabi when Varesh banished the Sunspears from Corner and closed the borders. Since then, I've watched her military forces move north into this land. They must be stopped. I've spotted Cornan troops in the area. So this is a Cornan bounty, and it's not. It doesn't look like actual Vabians will give us Cornan bounties, only other Sunspears. Which kind of makes sense, I suppose, since obviously Vabi... Oh, there's a lion! Oh, awesome, a lion. Okay, anyway, so here's some of the Behemoth Grave Banes. These are the guys I was talking about before. They're annoying. I don't like them. Don't know anyone that does like them. Thankfully, these I haven't seen any of in Guild Wars 2, so hopefully we've seen the last of them. As you can see, they're pretty good at raising bone minions and stuff, which is never nice. Okay guys, say goodbye to the canyons. We haven't seen them for that long, but obviously not all of Vabi's like this at all, not by a long shot. The next place we're going to, this valley, is actually, this is kind of, you start to see the regular Vabian landscape, you know, with all the plants and stuff and all the life everywhere. But what always kind of annoyed me was that you never really get a grand entrance to it. The second you zone here, it's night time. I guess the idea is we're sneaking into Vabi. Obviously, we're trying to slip our way in, so it makes sense that it would be nighttime when we finally get to the proper area. But it does take the impact of you know, all the luscious plants and stuff right away. You don't actually see Vabi during the daytime for a while. He says he's hunting Hecate, but there's so many of them he could use some help. No problem. But yeah, these are some of the more populated areas, and you wouldn't think it. A lot of the Vabian countryside is like dominated by the sort of the living plants that the Vabians don't deal with. I believe it's because like the Vabians try and sculpt their landscape to look really beautiful and pretty and stuff, because they believe they're like the incarnations of because they just love Lissa so much, and you know, beauty is everything to them. I mean, these are just farms pretty much, but we will find ourselves being attacked a lot by plants and so on. Not right now though, not right now, thankfully. I know that there are plants in the area, but none of them seem to have found us. Anyway, so here's Kahani, and she's with a priest, Jeshek, who says, "To what do I owe this unexpected pleasure? Who are your friends?" Oh, we're friends already, are we? She says, Lissa has granted me a vision, Master. A great evil seeks to strike at the heart of our lands. These heroes have come to fight. We need your help arranging meetings with each of the 3 princes. We must warn them of the impending danger. Sounds fair, but he says, alas, my poor old legs are as frail as dried reeds. Else I would join you on this crusade. Oh, that's okay, old man, don't worry. He says, but you needn't lug my crippled shell around, for I have something you will find useful. And what might that be? He says, Kahani, my dear, take this from me, will you? I am so weak. Ah. She says, "What is it, Holy One? Who are you? What are you all about?" He doesn't want to speak to me. He says, "It's an invitation to a party in the Garden of Seborhin. All 3 princes will be in attendance. If you wish to speak to them, this is your chance. Take my invitation and go." As you can see, the slightest bit of excitement may cause this frail body to crumble to dust. Kahani says to us, "Go on ahead. Just show your invitation to Priestess Hyla. She can be found at the Grand Forum of Vab in the Forum Highlands. I'm going to stay here for a while and spend some time with Priest Jeshek. We shall meet again before the party." Okay, so what's cool about this mission, like I said earlier, I really enjoy this mission, is that we only get 1 invitation. Ooh, okay, so it's pretty sweet. It's actually a solo mission, which is quite fun. So here's all the plants, damn it. Wow, God, did you see that? Look, there's loads of Cornins here. They just killed all of these Vabian guards. So the Cornins are being really oppressive to the Vabians already. Jesus. I thought that they would at least have just sort of been civil to one another, but no, these Cornins are just tearing their way through them. They just killed all of the guards right in front of me. I wasn't sure what was going on. I thought they might have been fighting the plants or something, but no. The Cornins are killing all of the Vabians already. Probably, I mean, I'm tempted to say it only happens during the night, because I do know that as we go further through the plot, very soon we'll be meeting some of, you know, we'll be meeting the princes of Vabi, and they seem to have no idea that the Cornins are doing anything. So I'm tempted to say that it's just something that they do during the night. Come out with their demons and kill a few Vabians just for shits and giggles. Yeah, sounds about right. Okay, another Sunspear. He says the same thing as what we heard earlier. Nice little residential area. Pretty cool. We go on through and to the Forum Highlands. Okay, so now it's day, which is pretty cool. And we're just going north a bit. Hopefully there won't be too much to fight. Now, this isn't the only way that you can do this quest. There is actually quite a few different ways you can do the quest. One way is to go up north through the valley, and that actually takes you to the capital city of Vabi early. But you don't actually have to go that way. When I first started playing, that was the way I went, just by pure coincidence. But that is certainly not the way you have to go. Because you end up at the capital city after this first mission anyway, so, you know, it's not a big deal. So here's some of the really cool things in Vabi. These are some of the things that I love to look at. These water features that, at first, if you just see them out sort of in your peripheral vision, you won't think anything too suspicious about them. Do you know what? I'm just going to ignore the heck it. And look. But if you look at it closely, you can see that they're actually floating and even sort of spinning around and circling on each other. How cool is that? I actually read ages ago that, like, this big sort of long theory some guy had written about how all of the stuff you see in this game that's flying like this, I mean, we have no real reason why it's happening, but this guy kind of attributed it to water, because whenever you see this happen, there's always water about. But I just think these things are so cool, and you see these all over the place in Vabi. I mean, they're just awesome, aren't they? And that passage looks pretty awesome as well, doesn't it? Anyway, here we are. This is the place that, what did she call it? The Grand Forum of Vab? Or something like that. Pretty cool little quest here. You actually have to clean yourself. Because, I mean, as far as the story goes, we've actually been crawling around in caves for ages. You can imagine we'd be pretty messy, so this guy actually tells us that we need to sort of clean ourselves up before going on to the party. But yeah, this is the kind of Vabian architecture that you like, very bright, lots of blue kind of colours coming out. Very cool. Okay, so here is Hayla again, and here's Kahani again. Talking about Lissa's blessings. So she says, "Is not the glory of Lissa present in all that surrounds us?" Oh, Talcora in the background saying, "Kahani of the Listen Temple. I haven't seen her in years. It's nice to catch up." By the way, what I would say, guys, I should have said this a long time ago. My heroes are constantly, always talking about events that are going on, and there's no way that I can always catch what they're saying. If you're really interested in this kind of thing, do feel free to sort of pause the video and listen to what they have to say, because sometimes they have some really interesting insights into what's going on. But yeah. Also, that's one of the magic carpets I talked about in one of the side series episodes. Just flying carpets in Vabi. Yeah, sure, why not? Nobody questions it at all. Anyway, sorry, right. Priestess Hayla. She says, "Just look at you, all covered in dirt and grime. You smell of Hecate blood, too. You would do well to cleanse yourself before even attempting to talk with the princes of Vabi. Speak to me after you have used the font of Liss to clean your armor. I will then do what I can to help you." Okay, and it's just as simple as coming in here and clicking the font. The font of Liss cleanses your mind and body. Lovely. Nice little shower. Here we go. I mean, you can see that part of the quest and think, oh, that's totally pointless. What's the point? That's just wasting everyone's time. But I just think it's a really nice little effect, little touch that they put on there. Anyway, so you have Jeshek's invitation. That old man would never leave his home, even if Lissa herself was to show up at the festival. They are still setting up in the garden of Seborin, but most of the princes are already inside with their entourages. I can let you in to look around before the celebration starts. Kahani is already there, and she can give you a quick preview. Thank you, it will be great to get a sneak peek. Now, that's actually a bug in the dialogue there, because obviously Kahani's just here, but we'll just gloss over that. When you're ready, she'll let us in to have a look around. So, here's the Tyhark Orchid mission. Get a nice little cutscene.
Welcome to the Garden of Severin, the most beautiful place in all of Vabi. This party is to celebrate the Day of Liss.
Looks impressive. Will the princes be here?
They wouldn't miss it. It's the social event of the season. Prince Amtor the Mighty is down from his citadel. His captains are a dour group. Prince Metu the Wise is here with his scholars and his daughter.
That's Talcora.
Yes, Princess Talcora, Metu's daughter. You mean she never told you? And Prince Baka the Magnificent. Well, he's here as well.
I love Baka. He's amazing.
So it should be fairly easy to talk to them.
One does not simply go up to a prince and say hello. Talk to the members of their court first. Work your way to the top.
Sounds like a lot of trouble.
You would prefer to fight monsters? You'll find Vabi to be a more civilized land, but no less dangerous.
Well, there we go. I think I'll end that episode there, guys. Join me next time for this mission. End it on a nice, exciting revelation about Talcora there, which will be explored more. Obviously, she's from Vabi, so she kind of comes to the story a lot. And yeah, next mission's a solo mission. It's a fun one. I really like it. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you next time. See you later.